Right, welcome ladies and gents. This is unconfirmed at this point in time, but it is interesting if true. Your favourite games developer company, Ubisoft, has released some kind of nonsense document going, oh, if you're online and there's something that's not good, come to us, we'll help, and we're all for representation. We really got to include people, and diversity is part of our DNA. So let's take a look, shall we? This is the rot. This is the cancerous rot at every business point now, quite frankly. This is ideology over profit. This is full pelt, full tilt, end of civilization nonsense. And it really is. You should take a look at throughout history, trajectories of civilizations and where they end up then devolving and just essentially diminishing into nothingness. When civilizations end and crumble, it's generally the trajectory we're on now. And I'm sure you can look around at where we're at and probably go, I'm shuffling, yes. And probably go, yeah, things aren't too great, are they? So, like I said, Ubisoft document apparently leaked. It's an internal document. And it basically says, long live inclusion, long live diversity. We must have more browns. We must have more blacks. We must have more gays. Because that's diverse, apparently. That's unequivocally not sexist and not racist. Of course not. It is. Side note, it is. So let's take a look. Hit subscribe if you're new, folks. I'll leave this article link down below so you can check it out for yourself if you want. This sort of document was revealed over on Twitter by the Quartering. And the document goes, first, we want to make it very clear that we do not accept hate, harassment and other forms of abuse in any way. And we're deeply saddened to see the negativity and hatred currently spreading on our co-workers' personal profiles and on our and our partners' social media platforms. Right. Okay. But don't you hate customers? Don't you hate customers owning things? Yes, you do. Check this out. We're very proud to represent the diversity and inclusion that exists in society as part of our everyday work. That's nonsense, because if you actually looked at what, inclusion and diversity, for instance, if you actually looked at what sort of an inclusion by percentage, we're overrepresented at this stage. There is an overrepresentation, this drive for inclusion. Representation and inclusion only means one thing: less white people. And the less white people, the better. That's all it is. Less straight white men, quite frankly. And straight white women as well. But that's the focus, and that's all it means. It doesn't mean proportional representation, because if you look at what it was proportionally, people are overrepresented at this stage. So if you're looking at actual society around us, there is an overrepresentation at the moment. And this doesn't have an end goal, by the way, ladies and gents. It doesn't have an end goal. Just the more the better, quite frankly. If you only had one white person, that would still be too much for some of these people. It's nonsense. It's racist, and it is nonsense. But they say this: representation is part of our DNA and will remain that way, regardless of external pressure or influences. What, like going broke? Really? Regardless of that? Really? That's bad. I pity you. But this is what I mean. Ideology over profit. Ideology over business functions. It's pathetic. Next, the document says, and this is the laughable part: if you're exposed to or witness any negative behaviours towards your colleagues online, do not hesitate to reach out to your manager. What the fuck do you think they're going to do, mate? Reach out to your manager? What, you saw some negativity online? What are they going to do? Like a struggle session? What is it? You're going to sit around a campfire, go kumbaya, my lord? What? Do we? I mean, I'm going to ask: do we really live in a society so mollycoddled? But yes, of course we do. We live in a society where community notes and community guidelines and all this kind of stuff is like revered, because that's what these childish retards do and think is the be all and end all now. Like, grow a pair, suck it up. There is hatred and nastiness everywhere. There is negativity in life. Grow up. It's pathetic. Arcade HR or the communications team. We're here to help. Again, what are you going to do? Oh, someone said a boo-hoo word online. Grow up. Should a situation escalate to a point where you feel unsafe? Because of online? Really? What? Online? You're going to feel unsafe online? Oh my God. Please contact the Ubisoft Security and Risk Management team. You have a security and risk management team for people posting nastiness online. You sad, pathetic sacks of shite. SRM has a team of dedicated staff to manage security concerns. What they actually mean, SRM has a team dedicated to managing your feelings, your poor fifis. They will assess the severity of the situation. How many tears are you willing to, sort of produce for us, I guess. Provide personalised guidance. Grow up. As always, report immediate and severe personal safety concerns to your local emergency number. Given the current polarisation of this topic online, we believe that having a respectful and constructive dialogue is difficult. What? We believe that... What? What? Oh my god, check the gaslighting. Given the current polarisation of this topic online, we believe that having a respectful and constructive dialogue is difficult, if not impossible, to achieve. Have you tried? No, you haven't, because you don't want dialogue, because all you say is... No, this is firmly what we want. We are not budging from this position. So yeah, of course dialogue is going to be difficult when you're set in stone. Of course it is. In this context, we ask you not to engage in or interact with these conversations, as this would worsen the situation for yourself, our teams and our industry peers. Well, good luck, because the video game industry is dying. At least the AAA game industry is dying. All these indie games are doing better than AAA games. And what will probably happen, mark my words, this will happen, is that the likes of Ubisoft and bigger game developers will actually buy up independent game developers now. Why? Because that's the only games that they will be able to produce and make profit with. I bet you anything that's what's going to happen. You can also set your accounts to private and or turn off private messages from people who are not in your list of trusted friends. Do this across all your social accounts, even if you are only receiving unwelcome messages on certain platforms. Wow. It's just the definition of burying your head in the sand like a child. So, yeah, funny. Ubisoft firmly stands for diversity and inclusion in our workplace and our games, and we believe there is no room for hate in gaming. What, like the hatred you guys spew? Really? Wow. Because that's what's happening. You guys are partaking in hatred online. Gamers are just responding to it. We're responding to the industry. We're responding to the likes of narrative consultants like Sweet Baby Inc. ruining games and destroying characters for nonsense ideological gain. This is just a reaction to your actions. If you can't handle it, don't do it. So there you go. Not much else really to say. I think I've covered enough during this video. Leave your thoughts down below though, guys. Cheers, take care, and bye-bye now.